Hey, Zeal Brothers here once again. Want to make another video. This one is about people on a SEPTA train. And this happened in Pennsylvania, Upper Darby. That's what the city is called. And bystanders stood by and did nothing as a woman was sexually assaulted on a train. They watched it happen. They didn't even call 911. And this really pushes an argument that I've made for a long time, and I'm going to make it for the first time on this channel, and it is this. Pacifism is immoral. You might say pacifism is a laudable way of thinking at things. There are people who are insisting that they're not going to cause violence on another person. No, it's immoral. Because when you have agreed to not use violence, especially as a man, now, ladies might be a little bit different, but even them it's immoral. But for a man to agree never to use violence, you are agreeing that you will not overcome anything that it takes violence to overcome, which means you are accepting the victimization of people in front of you that you cannot stop unless you use violence. Violence is a tool. It is not something that we necessarily want to use, but it is a tool. Just like I don't necessarily want to use a plunger. I hate using a plunger. Plungers is always nasty because they have to deal with nasty stuff. But at the end of the day, if my toilet is plugged, I'm going to use a plunger. If I see somebody getting abused in front of me, if I see somebody breaking into my car or breaking into my house or threatening my loved ones or threatening somebody who cannot defend themselves, I will use violence because violence is a tool that should be in every man's back pocket. Every man needs to know how to handle himself. Every man needs to know how to ball up his fist and throw him in somebody else's face and make some contact and make some damage happen. Every man needs to know how to do that, and they need to know how to do it well. Now, on top of that, you also need to learn how to grapple a little bit. I'm going to be the first person to tell you need to learn how to grapple. You need to learn some strikes. You need to learn a few submissions. You need to learn some chokeholds. You need to learn as much as you can to defend yourself so you can feel confident when you go out there in the world. Because violence is a tool that you need to get through this world. So for all those people who were standing by on that train watching what happened, you guys are scumbags. And the reason you guys are scumbags is because you watched evil happen. You could have prevented it. To not prevent evil is itself evil and indefensible. And if you are a man who did that, it's especially indefensible because one of the callings that God has for men is that they protect the people that are around them. So, hey, if you're a man, you can't afford to be pacifistic. You can't afford to be weak. You must do everything you can to fight evil. And if you don't fight evil, then you empower it.